you as far as like, okay, well, how bad do you want this?
Yeah.
And with that, obviously, comes the sacrifices in which we make, no matter how big or small on the scale.
'cause
You know
there's
what I'm saying?
times
There's
where-
always a price to pay.
There's times
you
where
know?
I end up like,
So I'll do halfway,
mm-hmm.
and then I'll do 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Tell me when I count them down. All right. In 5,
Mm-hmm.
4, 3.
Bro, I never had a countdown before. This is dope, bro. Yo, thank you for sharing my video. No, it's all good. It's perfect.
Authentication.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Like the golf pulled up, bro. Yo, like, what was you talking about just now?
Talking about Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, and how like it's, well, talking about how.
Oh no, I think we
Aldi-
think how when we get here, like, just because it doesn't happen nowadays, like, because nowadays everything is instant gratification. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
how
okay,
we made this
okay.
whole process of doing it. You know what I mean? It's like you time to, even though you know better, you feel like, damn, dog, it's taking forever, or like I'm probably falling off what I want to do because life is kicking in type. Shit,
Oh,
man.
well, that's definitely all the way. Like I said, that's the journey. You feel me? In the journey, right? We are going to see our vision, have a vision, walk in the path, motivated, amped up,
bro.
and then
God.
have different factors sit here and more or less punch you and basically is going to challenge.
Initially, y'all know I want to do this or whatever the case was. It just popped up and I just wanted to do it because I like interacting with people that I generally rock with. And then, like I said, life started kicking in. You starting to have to work. You starting to pay bills and all this. You know what I mean? Utilities and all that. And plus, you want better for yourself, so you got to find a better job at times to get more paper and all that. You know what I mean? But every now and then, you get this little pocket where you end up doing something that you want to do. Whether it's small nowadays, like for me, like it used to be creating stuff on the phone. That's where SF came up, you know what I mean? And it'll be faceless for sure, but I'm just doing it because I enjoy sitting down, finding music that resonates with me and putting it to like a message behind it. You know what I mean? Even though it may be simple, but you still getting to it. So I was always doing it, but now I actually got the space to be like, yo, do it. You got the space. You always wanted to do it. I'm presenting it to you. Take time.
Word.
Because if you miss that mission, bro, like you know what I mean? Like you gonna that regret that they talk about living with.
Yeah.
That shit gonna bother you.
It's gonna bother you till you know about
what
it.
you're capable of.
Of course. Like what's here for us is gonna always be here for us. However, at the same time, if you don't enact those dreams, the dreams don't die. The next person enact those dreams. That's why you see individuals as you're over here formulating, or you're over here thinking like, yo, I got this master plan, right? And then you looking over, you like, wait, you seen some of these few things come into fruition around you. You like, I definitely got to do this. I got to get on the ball and things like that. But truthfully told, like, everything has its time. No matter, it may be fast for some of us, it may be slow for some of us, it may be middle pace, it slows up, speeds up. Everything is different factors in which some of which we have control of, because that has to deal with as far as discipline of the mind, discipline of the emotions. And that's one of the hardest battles. Listen, we human, bro. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect at all. And with that being said, it's just like, we always it's these constant challenges. Like I said, like, you're always gonna be like on this right path, and then the next thing you know, like, hold on, questioning like, yo, am I really on the right path, or am I following what is it that I said that I want to do? Sometimes we feel like we get lost, but truly you're not lost. That's just the path. That's just literally the journey,
I do random questions, bro. What invention do you wish existed yesterday?
What invention?
Yeah.
Do I wish existed yesterday? That would be the flux capacitor. We need a time machine.
Bro, I think all that stuff is real. I think that stuff
I do
is real.
too.
For real.
What? Come on, bro. Like, it's all
There's
shits
no
and
way.
giggles, but like, science fiction is science fiction for a reason. Like, you telling me we don't have, bro, there's a lot of different things. Like, I've served in the Marine Corps as well. I'm a veteran, so I've seen and understand. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you telling me we're now getting onto this? No, we've always known this.
Y'all
We've
just decided to put it out, and people
correct.
look at it as entertainment. Like,
That
oh, what if that was real?
too. A lot of ideas that we would have is, I would say, alter to a certain condition to just create other products.
Yes.
It's capitalism, baby. It's the world we live in.
Oh man. Favorite failure and what it taught you.
Favorite failure and what it taught me. Oof. That's a hard one, because if I'm being honest with you, I view myself as being a successful person. And in order to be a successful person, you gotta have multiple failures. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have multiple failures so that you can have that one success. And that one success is truthfully all you really need anyways. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, oh man, that's sort of hard.
That's crazy how I took it, because you saying that, I see it as, it goes back to what I was saying, like how you have this passion or this thing, your thing that you want to do, but life started getting in the way of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you saying that, it's like, according to the grand scheme of, there's things that, those are the failures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if you didn't have no failure, or you was just like, your discipline was, hey, I know what I got to do and I'm doing it.
And not even necessarily failures, right? Because I try to pay attention to my language, because language is spells. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the casting of spells, and we don't even understand it half the time, subconsciously and consciously. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have things like manifestation, affirmations, and all this extra, everything else underneath the sun.
Yo, let's be calling this.
It's not like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it doesn't exist. You know. So failures, I don't really call it failures, it's more or less lessons, because like I said, that's all just part of the journey for what it is, rather the good or the bad, for whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? That's why the consequences is always going to weigh itself, is always going to self-reflect, rather positive or negative, you know what I mean?
What's a small act of kindness you've experienced that stayed with you? A small act of kindness. You know, like how sometimes we'll help somebody, grandma across the street, saying, or just like get some rant, like, hey, bro, like you.
Nah, because it's hard. Nah, because when you said that, I had to think, because it's a couple moments or things that I sit here and because I always like to sit here and slow things down and just take key to life.
Yeah, people don't do
you
that,
know,
man.
and there's a lot of things, like, there's been times where, like, I'm trying to get on the train, I'm in a rush, right? And I'm coming over here, I'm like, oh shit, where's my card and everything else at? And somebody just scanned me in, and I'm just like, why me? Like, mind you, the train is right there. And I'm over here like, yo, if I miss this train, bro, I'm effed. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh man, you know what I mean? So small things like that.
Sometimes the machine just randomly say go.
Right, that too. It's been times I've woke up, I'm about to, like, I'm being honest with you. It's been times I'm like, damn, I know I don't know how much money I got left on my card right now, but I know right now I gotta wait basically till tomorrow to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn. But I'm over here, I'm coming downstairs, like I'm going home, like I was always gotta do, and I'm like, oh, shit just says go right there. Like,
I'm telling
I would be a fool not to. And it's been times that I tested.
And
I'm like,
there's
you
a
know
reason
what?
that you caught it too,
I'm
because
not-
other people still moving.
Right. It's times I tested. I'm like, you know what? Let me still just scan my card anyways or whatever on top of it. And I'm like, oh no? And then take the money. It just says, I'm like, well, you know what? I ain't gonna, you don't mind if I do, okay? You know? Because I laugh because these things they call fair evasion. I mean, I feel like it's a crime. We had $3 and they about to ask for more.
Bro,
And on top of that, you about to ask for more. I'm an electrician now. You know what I'm saying? So I wake up in the morning, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm in the city,
Mm-hmm.
5 o'clock, 4 something in the morning half the time. So it's just like, bro, you see guys smoking in the train stations, the subways, and I'm just like, wait, so you see how the carts are and everything else, as far as like, not for nothing, like without homelessness and things like that. It's just like, bro, like, but you want me to pay $3, but you worrying about me if I hop now because you're changing the styles of the design of the turnstile so people can't hop. You're adding things like as far as security is, like it's like it's all funny. It's all funny. It's just the game, man. It's just the game, bro. Honestly, it's capitalism at its best, especially in today's times that we live in. And it's not going to really get better. We are really just going to find different ways and means, as always, as humans, just to cope and deal, as we always do for years. Only the strong survive if you're able to adjust.
Since you were an electrician, right? Or just one side. Can you share a time you corrected a misinterpretation of a building's wiring or a safety claim after new information emerged?
Fuck yeah. There's a couple of times in which, shucks, I was in Staten Island Hospital, and we was wiring up, what was this? One of these ATS, one of these switches, right? And the way how it's set up, it's not like how you it's an old system, so the placements of the wires where you would think you would land it, is not in the regular way in which how you think it would. It's actually in the opposite direction.
How does the wiring work? Is one piece connected to like a motherboard or a main chip or something like that, and they just like,
so you have pretty much like what we call the main vault, which would be pretty much con ed service. You have con ed service meeting up with property lines, and then from property lines we're bringing that to the which we would call, well, first it will go to the main panel, right? And that'll be first wherever you place it at, being that its majority of the stuff is underground, probably somewhere in the basement, whatever the case may be. Then from out of the main panel, you go to a distribution panel. The distribution panel is pretty much what's going to feed whatever else are other sub panels or panels, you know what I'm saying, throughout the building, you know? So essentially look at it like a tree. You have the main body of a tree, right? And then you just have like these different branches. You know what I'm saying?
And then so you have to know which branch leads to whatever the issue is?
Or you depending upon what we talking about, like it's always good to have the building schematics as far as like, okay, this is this and this is what feeds this. Because in terms of safety, if we're working on this, like, hold on, I don't want to just possibly turn off the panel that's just feeding this, right? Depending upon the equipment that I'm working on, I might actually want to not just cut this off because this is just a sub panel in a sense that's just feeding towards this. I might want to actually go to the main panel that's feeding towards this and cut it off, put a lockout tag out on it.
And it depends on what, not to cut your wisdom, God. It would depend on whatever the problem is to determine whatever you look at, right? Like what will fall under some electric problems? Like besides like a bulb being out, not a bulb, but like say a switch isn't working, or what were some other things that will fall under electrical problems?
See, electrical problems could come from a lot of different things. Electrical
and what
problems,
it affect, so we know like, oh, that's what's, you know what I mean?
You got a lot of different factors, brothers, especially depending upon what we talking about. Like you got things as far as we could just talk about human error, like improper wiring. You know what I'm saying? Which is definitely dangerous, 100%. But it happens, you know.
So that whole thing, power from once you start, or like is there a switch you hit and everything comes on? Because initially electricity comes from like earth type shit, right?
Yeah, more or less. Like I said, from Con Ed. So from wherever down basically what you see as far as the telephone lines. You know what I'm saying? You have those big ass stations, substations, and then it'll feed out from there. You know what I'm saying? Coming 1,000 miles across, coming into the city. You know what I mean? And once it comes into the city, it starts to pretty much after the miles and everything else, we have transformers and stuff, and steps down the electricity, so it's safer. So basically, when we talk about residential, your low voltage, what we consider low voltage anyways, your 120. You know, if you're talking about commercial, like what I definitely deal with on a regular, 277, 480, things like that. But you got so much different parameters and views because electricity is theory. We think we understand, but for now, this is our concept because it's working. You know what I'm saying? But with more technology that more products and everything else that we develop, different and simpler ways of wiring up these things. You know, you possibly don't need all this power and stuff like that because of the fact that you have things called auto transformers that'll pretty much go about helping to step down the power. You know, so you might have power going into it, like might have 120 going into it, right? But it's not 120 that's powering it. It's probably like fucking, pardon my language, it's probably like 24 volts. You know what I'm saying? 50 volts, something like that. You'd be surprised, like a lot of things, like in terms of when you talk about power, like you got to remember power is basically volts and amperage. But a lot of different things work off of like 120 volts, right? But it's not pulling nothing. Like the amperage is not doing nothing. Like a prime example would be like maybe like a refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? A refrigerator would be more or less like that probably pulls like it's a constant load, maybe like 5 amps. You know what I'm saying? Two, not even. Actually, maybe lower than that. Maybe like 3 amps, because it got a motor in it, stuff like that. You feel me? You definitely need over 1 amp for it to operate. So it's just like, depending upon what you're talking about, you have so much different understanding as far as the device itself. You could talk about a dishwasher that might pull a little bit more amps. You know what I'm saying? But
also, like,
you want to use, it operates, let me say like this, it operates off of more amps, right? But the load that it uses, like say for example,
so
a dishwasher would need probably like a 40 amp breaker, right? But the load that it's pulling is not that much, in a sense. It's probably pulling like, maybe like 10 amps or something.
So can you
like
look
that.
at something and know, like for this setup right here, with all of these lights?
Yeah.
What would that?
Majority of these lights is halogen. It's like 277 to work these lights.
The 277 is the volts, or the
277 is the volts, correct?
Okay. Dang. And that's a lot?
In a sense, yeah.
Okay.
277 is something you definitely
It's that,
don't want to get zapped with.
Cameras, all of that.
You don't want to get zapped with. I mean, you also have balances and things like that or controls, so it might operate off of 277, but it steps down to 120, and it's not even, you know what I'm saying?
That's
it's like
crazy.
I said, it's still not even pulling that much.
Because you said you don't want to get
It just
zapped.
depends. Just depends.
You said how much is it? How much is it again?
Like 277 volts. If
and you
anything.
just said you don't want to get zapped by like.
Nah, that definitely.
But you saying that
definitely wakes you up.
Yeah, you saying that took me to like, you think them guns in Men in Black is real?
Like when they was like zapping people.
Yeah, like,
shit like that.
Just the random stuff that they was coming up with.
To a certain degree, yeah, but then at the same time, with our own imaginations and everything else, like, does it, you know, yeah. But then is anything and everything possible underneath the sun? I'm gonna say, I would like to say, yeah, because you can't. Who are we to
Where you
sit
getting
here
that demo from?
Who are we?
Something was put in
like
you to
nothing,
be like, yo, design that.
right? Like you don't sit. None of the ideas that we think we come up with is truly new ideas, as I said in the beginning. Just like dreams, the dreams that you have and things like that, like I feel like it's not really truly your dream. Like we see certain things, and then as we see certain things, you're just like, you know what? I see myself, and then, we formulate and we do this, that, the third. But then once again, it's like, hold on, like you have a million, you have more than a million, you have billions of people on this earth in its own self. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, you know what I mean? You think you're the only person with that idea?
Son, yo,
You know, like,
my guy, in what ways do you think media literacy education could help reduce the spread of harmful conspiracies?
Possibly helping with a better understanding as far as what is real and what is fake, especially with today's time when you're seeing like all these like AI videos and stuff like that.
Bro, that takes
The
away from
older community don't understand, so like they're freaking out in a sense, because you go on social media or whatever the case may be, and you see these things, and it's like creating them to react like, oh, what, like, same thing with as far as like how COVID worked, like playing off of your fears, creating chaos and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
crazy.
don't have the knowledge of something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it puts the people at fear,
Random. Robin, you're Hindu? What was you were telling me something earlier about, I guess, Hinduism? If I wanted to ask you specific questions about anything that you know about.
Okay.
How long have, like, how does that work? Forgive me if it sounds ignorant. Like, how long have you been Hindu?
I've been Hindu since 2017. I found my guru, His Divine Holiness, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nityananda Paramashiva. He had a world tour, and one of the stops was here in New York at Symphony Space. And while he didn't come, in his stead, he had people here from one of his schools. They're called gurukuls, and they talked about the third eye awakening. And when they talked about third eye awakening, it really, really spoke to my spirit, and it made me, at the end of that session, I said, oh, I've been Hindu, and just didn't have the words for it. I grew up as a Christian. I went to 2 Bible colleges. Very versed in the Bible, and it really answered a lot of things that Christianity couldn't answer for me.
Do you think certain messages from Christianity, they would have similar messages in Hinduism?
Absolutely. There are definitely similar messages in Hinduism as in Christianity. I don't know if the control room can hear me or not.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, Liz, can you hear her? You can't hear her? No? I can't see your thumb. All I see is a silhouette. Can you hear her on the mic? No? Yo, this silhouette is killing me.
So the mics aren't really picking me up.
Oh, it's not? But we can hear you. Liz, were you hearing her from our mic?
Just a tiny bit, not that much.
Oh, man. I gotta mic you up next time.
That's why I was speaking loudly.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. But that's dope though, man.
Oh, she said when I speak really loudly, then I can be heard.
Okay.
Very, very little, but back to our guest.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Nah, I respect that.
No, for sure. That's
why I venture off. Like, even like when I was in high school, if you were gonna make it,
bro, she was gonna be.
I dealt with like many different individuals. Like,
yeah, for real.
like
me too.
Hindu, Muslims, Buddhists.
I'm not with the whole judging, bro. Like, I'm just here
Thai.
to get, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro, you gotta freaking learn.
Yeah.
Because everything is
exactly
just, like, you have to understand as far as like, I feel like, yeah, to each his own, and whatever you follow, because it's whatever harmonizes.
As long as it makes you a better person.
You know what I mean? But to the same degree, as far as if you sit here and you understand, bro, we all are one underneath the sun. We got different stories. However you trying to get back to the source is how you try to get back to the source. But also don't get lost in the source of the man and everything else too, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things have been corrupted and, used in certain different ways too.
Yo, I got a fire question.
I just, knowledge is power. and spirituality is everything, because that's all I really have.
How many more? Can you ask Liz how much time do we have left? I would like to make a quick restroom run.
9 minutes.
9 minutes? I can knock the restroom down in 9 minutes real quick.
Shit, no problem.
I got you.
Well, no, you got it.
Nah, this is part of the show. It's the homie. I'm like, y'all can have a legit conversation. I really gotta go. This is positive. I got a fire question for you, bro. That water is running me. You good though?
I'm great.
I gotta stay with this. Let me take it off. Yeah. This happened last
Go ahead and unmic yourself if you're going to.
No, I turned the mic off.
You should not take it.
That's crazy. Okay.
Hi, I'll be your best friend while we wait.
Yeah. That means that you're into like the kundalini and things along the lines.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kundalini awakening. You definitely want to awaken your kundalini. You definitely want to open your third eye.
Trust me, because I experienced things like I venture off into like DMT and stuff like that, and I don't want to say my kundalini is. I mean, actually, like when I'm in those states of minds, like for bits and parts, yes. However, I'm also trying to learn how to go about accessing it without doing such.
I was about to mention that,
Because-
but before we
Yeah.
go into that, for anyone watching, can you explain what DMT is for those who aren't familiar?
So, like more or less, actually, DMT is more or less a chemical in your brain, dimensional something. Whatever. We
That's
can
okay.
Google it.
Uh-huh.
But similar to things like people who possibly have been in the forest and try like ashwagandha.
Mm-hmm.
DMT is like a smaller version of ashwagandha.
Yeah, it's a substance to help broaden your mind. So my guru, His Divine Holiness, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, talks about being able to do so without the use of substances, and also having a guru that is familiar, that is trained in opening your third eye, in awakening your kundalini, is really important as well, because people try to do it on their own. And some spiritual things need guidance, just like if you're in the church, you have a minister there that spent time, that went to school to learn how to exegete the Bible so he can give it to you in digestible chunks. It's the same way with having a guru. Your guru also does the same thing. They are vested, they've learned certain things and techniques, mantras, whatever, to help you raise your kundalini, to help you awaken your kundalini and raise it up your spine, to open your third eye, all of those things.
Rudraska beads.
I do have Rudraska on, yeah.
You know, I want to look for that.
Oh really? I could show you exactly where you can get some, but this
the
has
legit ones though, 'cause you know how some people they
Facts. No, I was gonna say.
I can show you where to get legit ones too, but
Facts.
this is my guru when he was a little bit younger. He's actually a pretty young guy. He's only 47, but I think this is him in his 30s. And then he
it has to be a life.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So he just asked, how do you become a guru? And also he had asked me about my Rudraksha. And so I was showing him my Rudraksha. But
Keep all of this.
how one becomes a guru, knowledge. Some people are it's been divinely told, like the Dalai Lama has been divinely foretold. My guru is also divinely foretold. He is an avatar, someone who has been reincarnated by Shiva himself. But I am going to give you the mic again. It was lovely talking with you.
Definitely.
I really want to know about the Rudraska beads though.
Okay, what would you like to know?
How much time do we have left?
How much time do we have left?
Because I know you guys said 9. I tried to like
Did
rush
you
it.
say 2?
2?
2 minutes.
Well, that's good. That's great. We might as well start wrapping it up. This is amazing, bro. That's fire. I didn't. Yeah, you ever been to like a campfire?
Yeah, I have.
She said this reminded her of a campfire. She was like the second person that told me that.
Nah, that's why I'm like, nah, this is cool. Cause
for
like,
real?
yeah,
Oh man, this is fire. Liz, you still
that's
catching
where I've
this?
had the DMT and everything else. Trust me. Like,
My God, bro. Yeah, when I walked in, I heard you guys talking about that. I'm like, yo, they having like a legit. This is the stuff I pay attention to when I'm not here. I'm like, yo, this is fire.
Definitely, bro.
That's dope.
This is life. This is when you network. We all are connected to the same tree, bro. Just different branches, many different branches. But when you go back, all the way back, through all the vines, roots, and everything else, it goes back to the same source.
All right, then, guys. I think that's it. Thank you for coming to Tropical Island. Liz, we need the other camera. Don't cut the audio yet. This is amazing. But we need another robo because I like some selfies of me too. Even though we got the God, yeah, I still want to be shown a little bit. We good? What's she saying? Yo, her silhouette is...
Even the green on the regular one right now is terrible, and she doesn't want to use it.
Oh.
So, yeah, these 2 cameras. Maybe we can get a robo. Maybe we can get a robo from...
I was thinking about that. Thank you, man. You guys did amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yo, you heard about what Liz does?
No.
Yo, her stuff is fire. All right, we can wrap it up. I'm gonna keep going, Liz.
And
You can stop it whenever you're ready.
Up.
But Liz show is
This
amazing.
is called BTS.
Stopped it?
You stopped it?
This
Okay.
is BTS now.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we have to get ready for the next...
Oh, for Liz show. Oh yeah, we got a structure now, bro. So we gotta like, move and
Yeah.
groove. What's
Nah.
up, bro? Thank you for you gonna pull up again.
So much.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and unmic you.
Thank you, thank you.